Greetings. We're not at Fredericktown Homestead. We're down Hillsboro, Ohio at a barn raising. This morning at noon, there was just a deck over that cinder block foundation. Gable ends were just the uprights, and they were just putting on the purlins. And actually, the siding, the white siding, was just going up there when we pulled in, just being handed up there. And they threw the two gable ends and got all the trusses up. They're just finishing the last of the purlins now, and they've got more than half of the first course of tin roofing on, with one with skylight. And this barn blew off its foundation back a month ago. Tornado hit middle of the night, midnight. They woke up and there was a tornado going by, and it had blown their barn right off its foundation. It landed it down to the south of here by about 60 feet and blew it, landed and crumbled. We came up 2 weeks ago, and the men threw up that cinder block wall that's 50 feet long, 14 feet high. That all happened in one day. That was a long day. Didn't leave till 4 o'clock. But today, this barn raising should usually a barn raising lasts till lunch, and at lunchtime you got all the roofing on. A lot of barn raisins are 3 times this size, even 4 times this size, and still they go home after lunch because the roof's all on. There's just a skeleton crew that stays after. I don't know how long we'll stay. We'll probably stay until dark. I don't know. Tomorrow I run puppies to Millersburg, Indiana. That's a 4-hour run, I think. Pick them up at 5 in the morning and get back middle of the day. Second skylight just went up. We got men standing around waiting now. Quite a few. On this end, they're all standing there. You know, if I was putting on roofing, I would start at the eaves and go up and put the subsequent layers over what I'd already done. And I guess with these gambrel buildings, that's not the way it goes. You stuff it up underneath what you did. I've never worked on a gambrel before. Never actually watched while one was going up. You watch our other videos, you'll see the trusses go up. They're super duper duper flimsy trusses. Hopefully this barn won't blow over like the last one did. We're kind of right on a hilltop here. There seem to be a lot of men that are unassigned right now, waiting on something. Those boys that are doing the purlins on the overhang, they're not quite as quick as they could be, but I guess they'll get it done. Three unmarried boys doing it. There's two unmarried boys that are carrying the tin. I thought they were carrying a tin. They looked like they were going to. While this is all going on, the stalls are being made inside. You see he just carried in two iron windows for the horses. There's some things you just don't see going on inside. Well, they're going to finish up the first course. Then maybe they'll start on this side. I don't know. That boy that's doing the drip edge, the one that's right at the angle where the overhang starts in the white shirt, lighter colored shirt, he's one of our most skilled, I would say, builders. He has a window business, and very respected man in the community. They seem to have called upon him to get that piece up there. They're having a hard time with it. I think all this used lumber is being put into a stall, being made into a stall inside. See them carrying in board after board of this used lumber. There we go, first piece on this side. Wonder if that'll go on the overhang or if it'll go up top. Yep, they're starting on the overhang on this side. That makes sense to me to start at the bottom and work up. But on the other side, they did the top first. I guess with the Grand Barrel, you got these angles, and you can work around the angles. You don't have to work from the bottom up. This is an Amish work product. Men all work just for the good of the community. I brought people down from Fredericktown They'll pay their own transportation and won't get paid for the day, but they know that if something happens, the community will all pitch in and help put right whatever's not right. Make a barn, whatever. Make a school, make a house. One Saturday in November, not very long ago, a couple weekends ago, 3 houses were built in our community. 3 houses in one day went from just a deck to completed by lunchtime. 3 homes. Well, I say by lunchtime. One of them took all day. 2 others were completed by, I would say, 2 o'clock. Just a skeleton crew was left to finishing up. Yeah, they're not putting the screws in with bit and brace like we do up home. They're cheating. They're using the battery-powered electric screw guns to put the screws in the roofing. Up home, they'll do it with a bit and brace or a push screwdriver. They use both. And both of them take a lot of skill and a lot of strength. You can do without skill and strength if you have modern day conveniences. Doesn't take much skill to run a screwdriver, to run a battery powered screwdriver. Those 4 unmarried boys down there at that end on the overhang, they're still working, trying to get their purlins up. They seem to have made a mistake here. Not sure. They're undoing their screws. That's something you don't see so much amongst the older crews. I can't remember ever seeing a mistake with them, but most of these boys that are working on this job here are millwrights. They work in the sawmill. The family is known for their sawmills. They have at least 3 sawmills I can think of. And so these boys don't do this every day. They're used to handling lumber. You notice how there's no English helping out here. That's because they're simply not welcome. Everything is done in the Dutch language, and if you have an Englisher in there, you have to switch over to English so that he can understand, and they're just not willing to do that, and I can see why. They got their own language, and they learn Dutch before they learn English. They learn English when they go to school, but not before that. Before that, they speak everything in Dutch. The mom teaches the kinder at home in Dutch, the parents in general. This is less and less true as time goes on. More and more English is used, but that's the traditional way. So this crew that was putting on the roof on the overhang here made a mistake, and now they're at a standstill. I'm not sure if they're waiting on another piece of metal or what, but they're at a standstill. That first course is complete, all except for the custom piece at the end that has to be cut. And taking in another steel window for horses for the stalls. The Fredericktown community posts videos daily. You don't see that very often, but every day we try and post a video. We've missed only a few days since we started, and so if you like a consistent video a day sort of thing, or more than one video a day, subscribe to the Fredericktown Homestead. We have over 1,500 videos on. We've only been in existence for a year. The Fredericktown Homestead started in November of 00, or 00, and 2020, that's what they called it, 2020. Grandpa going by with his chair. He's going to be cold. But he wants to watch. I don't blame him. Well, the top crew's starting on the second course, coming across again. Trying to get that first sheet in. Everything runs off that first sheet. Oh my, we're up to 19 minutes already. Well, I guess I better cut this one short. I ask you to like and subscribe, and I will get back to you. Watch all the other videos that I've taken this morning. I'm doing them in about 20-minute segments. So like and subscribe, and God bless. I'll see you later.